So visual aid could be displayed.
Oh, you had that, yeah.
Should we unfurl it now? Right now?
Yeah, let's do. I would like, yeah, what do you suggest?
Well, I mean, it depends who you're trying to inform.
Good afternoon. My name is Pete Price, and I am owner of 40 acres of land and a small business east of and adjoining Route 3. My back property line is Big Stony Creek. I hope everyone here is enjoying this September weather we're observing in November. And that's some common ground that we all have, which might be the only common ground. However, we share in some more common ground, which is preserving this planet. However, the only way that we're going to accomplish this is if mankind leaves. It's an unachievable goal, no matter how much green is forced upon us. In my layman's opinion, your selection of my land to accommodate this proposed transmission line was accomplished with inadequate planning and research, resulting in immediate negative economic and environmental impacts on my business, land values, and quality of life. New York State purchased the fishing rights to Big Stony Creek and has a 33-foot right-of-way. This action was accomplished to preserve the asset to our community. I initiated zoning changes to eliminate commercial exposure to Big Stony. This action was accomplished to keep and preserve the natural beauty of our town. I planted 500 plus trees, with several hundred having 20 years of growth to enhance existing natural corridor of wildlife that Big Stony provides. I installed in excess of 1,000 feet of underground utilities to preserve the natural aesthetics of my land. I invite anyone from the developing agency to come to my land and witness what I have attempted to accomplish to preserve my piece of this community. I'd like to explain. I'm going to try to speak loud enough for everybody to hear. Can everybody hear?
Yes.
Great. All right, this is my 40 acres of land depicted here, with Big Stony Creek being the back border of my land. The yellow is our residential lots, of which, Bob, could you?
No, okay. Let the audience see it. I can see it.
Okay, let me see.
It's fine.
These are residential lots. This one is owned by Iris Brunel, vacant. My home, vacant. Underground utilities coming in, serving these 4 lots. The gray area is commercially zoned land, 3 parcels, one of which I have started. This is an approved storage development, of which I have 1 building up, the pad poured for the second one. This is Ray Walty's property, of which I have a letter from Mr. Walty, as he could not be present. This is his existing storage building and his proposed house. This depicts a 200-foot right-of-way with a cable in the middle. This is proposed to go directly over Mr. Walty's barn and without encumbering any more of my development and taking away actually the efforts that I have applied to this land. I have a real problem that there was inadequate planning to accomplish this task of putting this cable through my land, as I cannot make this this work. It's as if this company is attempting to drive a rope through the eye of a needle to achieve a destination. And I just would like an explanation of why this was accomplished. That's all I have to say.
Thank you for those comments.
Could I read Mr. Waldy's letter?
Well, you can either read it or hand it to us and we'll put it in the record, whatever you prefer.
I'll submit it.
That's fine.
Read it.
All right. Can I read it?
Apparently so, yes.
As I depicted there, Ray Waldy and Sharon Waldy own a parcel of land across the road from me, of which the transmission line is depicted as going directly over their new barn. We have asked Mr. Peter Price, our neighbor, his residence is across from our property on New York State Route 3, to hand carry our letter of concern to the power line meeting at the Henderson, New York Town Hall on Monday, the 16th. Unfortunately, we will not be able to attend this meeting due to a conflict with having to be in Buffalo. We have reviewed a copy of the aerial overview of the proposed route for a future power transmission line on November 11th. This proposed route goes directly over our property, which includes an existing barn at 8155 New York State Route 3, Henderson. We are opposed to any transmission line that would pass over our property. Our long-range plans in the future are to construct a new home on the south side of our existing barn on our 2.25 acres of land. We did not notice that the black dotted lines on the map, which leads us to believe that this entire area would be considered for the proposed power transmission line. One dotted line north of our property and the other south of our property. After looking at the area on the map, the area closer to the dotted line south seems to make more sense. Less impact on established population and existing structure. Please note the most southern area available would be our preference if we had to pick a specific route for a power transmission line. We would require you to move the line further south as we do not want power lines near our future home on this parcel of land. I would like to add also that unless I would have had my ear to the ground, I would not be here today because I have never been contacted in any way, shape, or form of this transmission line, and the Waltys are identical as they stated.
Really?
Thank you.
Did you get the letters that said they were dropping from the sky? All the property owners?